Stampers, and welcome to Laura's Stamp Pad. Today I wanted to show you this fabulous card that was just amazing, and I kind of fell upon it where I thought I would do the gold here, and then as I started to play with it I was like, oh, I might as well finish it, but I'm not so sure I like this card. And then as I finished it I just super fell in love, and I think it is the most gorgeous card ever. And I actually didn't do any stamping. I just used the Framelits and put it together with some of the amazing designer series paper, which, you know, does all the work for you, so you really don't need to do much after that. So you can always stamp your greeting on the inside. But how gorgeous is this card with that silver foil, that Christmas tree, and those rich colors. I love, love, love it. So we're just going to push that aside, and then I'm going to show you, we started with a Whisper White card base, and the Whisper White measures 5.5 by 8.5, and then I just folded it in half. And then we actually have a piece of Cherry Cobbler, and the Cherry Cobbler measures 4 inches by 5.25, and I'm going to adhere a piece of the Presents in Pinecones designer series paper to the front of it. The Presents in Pinecones designer series paper measures 3 3/4 by 5. So I'm just going to layer that onto the front, and I'm going to wait to actually stick it to my card base because I want to wrap my ribbon around it. So now we have our little tag, and this is with the Merry Tags Framelits, and these are super, super fun. So there's this amazing tree, which you can see here, and then there's just like a regular ornament with the nice little beboppy top so that it actually looks like an ornament. So it's just a circle with the little top. Then here's just a regular circle. Here's a very decorative circle with the little beboppy top. So it's very intricate detail. You can see a few of the little pieces of cardstock are in there. And then here's another one that I left the cardstock in because then you can see what it looks like. So this one's another ornament where it looks like snow on the bottom, and then it has trees and a little deer, and it also has the little beboppy top so that it looks like an ornament. Here's a small circle with the little beboppy top. Can I say beboppy top another time? And then here is just a little, the little top, the little beboppy top that you can put onto any of them. So, you know, you could put it onto that one, or you could make a bigger one for some of the others. So the one that I used is actually the one with the Christmas tree. So I'm just going to bring in my Big Shot die brush and just go over the top of it so that it can punch out all those pieces and press out our gold foil. So you can see all the pieces are starting to pop out, which I really think that there should be a project that I'm hoping to come up with that uses all of these leftover pieces, because how cool are those? Okay, so now we're just going to pop out our ornament here. Oh, I always have to be super gentle because I'm afraid I'm going to rip it halfway through, but it's usually pretty good, and I've only ripped 2 out of doing like over 30 of them, so I thought that was pretty good. So there we have our fabulous little piece, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the Emerald Envy Silky Taffeta ribbon, and I'm just going to go down from the front to the back, and then I'm just going to leave it just like that. But before, so that we can cover that up and make sure it's nice and green, I have a 1 3/4 inch circle punch that I punched out some of the Emerald Envy. So I'm just going to add a little bit of snail adhesive to either side there and place that circle over the top. And then now I'm going to pull the ribbon down just a little farther, and so you can see that it's peeking out there. And I'm just going to place a Stampin Dimensional over the top of that. 1, to secure it in place, and also 2, to then secure it onto my card, all dimensionalized, because you know how I love my dimensionals. They really just give the card some texture and some oomph so that they don't look so, so plain and flat. So there we have our ornament, and I'm just going to place this onto my card, and then I'm going to wrap the taffeta top around to the back. So I'm just going to add adhesive along the top there and fold that taffeta ribbon, and now I can go ahead and finish out my adhesive and secure it to the front of my card base. And then now we have that beautiful bow, because this card just needs that beautiful bow. Right now it almost looks like an Olympic medal or something. So here I have another piece of the Emerald Envy taffeta, and I'm just going to do bunny ears. So I'm going to wrap the 2 loops around my pointer fingers here, and then secure it with the second finger in my thumb. So now I'm going to pull the fingers out of the loops, and I have 2 loops just like this. So you can see 2 loops with the tails hanging, and then I'm just going to tie a knot with those 2 loops. And there you have that fabulous bow. So you can always kind of, you know, rotate your pieces around until you have the exact size of loops that you wish to have. Of course, you can always hold the loop and then pull so that it's not actually loosening, and then every time you go to tighten it, then it just pulls the same way. It looks like one of my loops is a little bit longer than the other one. So now we have that, and I'm just going to use a mini glue dot to secure that to the front of the card. So the little mini glue dots are clear, so I'm just going to press the bow into the mini glue dot, because if you try to pick up the mini glue dot, a lot of times it doesn't, it gets distorted and it's not a circle anymore, and it gets stuck on you, and it's so difficult. So I'm just going to place the ribbon onto the mini glue dot and then pick it up, and then now it's secure on the back. And then I'm going to trim my tails so that they are of equal length. So there you have that beautiful card with the bow and the ornament, and it looks so stunning. No stamping necessary, just 2 amazing cards that you can do for the upcoming holiday season. So I hope you enjoyed this quick and simple tutorial. Of course, I'll be posting links to this on my blog, laurastampad.com, so you can check that out. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and be sure to subscribe if you're new, as I post every Tuesday and Thursday. Until next time, happy stamping. Bye-bye.